Insight 188. Life is sacred, meaning precious. Life is precious. Life, think about your life. Your life that is in you. The life that is you. Your ability to breathe, your ability to see, to hear, to taste, to smell, to touch, to move about, to think. Such a wonderful. You exist. A magnificent thing you are. Here you are. Existence. So this life comes from sex. It is here because sex enables it. Sex allows this to occur. So, in the book and here, what I'm trying to relate to you is to be truthful. By observation of certain truthful things in life, you set your mind free. You figure out a puzzle through solution or a way of thinking that frees your mind, and makes you progress in a previous thing that was an obstacle, a problem. You transcend it. You go above it. You surpass it. You bypass it. You're done with it because you have overcome it. Because this knowledge, it could be small, big, or it could be gradual, built up of various knowledges put together, various truths put together that frees you of a problem. So here, contemplate on this. So it means think on this. Life is precious. Life is made possible by sex. It is through sex that life is made possible. So I want you to switch your thinking to the truthful way of thinking. Instead of thinking like, oh, sex is naughty and mind attention grabbing and all these things that are associated with sex. Switch it to its truthful self. It's a bringer of life. Which is something that you are existing here because of sex. You are here because of sex. Switch it to that. It's a real thing. The fruit that you eat, the birds, the grass, the thing is life-giving. It's sex. Switch your mind. It's life. It's an integral part of life. It makes life possible. So beautiful. Okay, good. So sex is precious. Sexual reproduction, reproduction. Amazing. It's like an eternal thing, the eternal life. I hope your mind is somewhat at ease. Now, when you see when you see somebody discuss or share with you, or when it comes to your mind, basically, that sex is something naughty, something naughty, something dirty, something shameful, when somebody presents that idea to you, or you think of it that way, thinking of it as dirty, shameful, bad, low, and what really what it really is, something high, mighty, phenomenal. This brings you life. It's such a difference, such a gargantuan difference. One is saying sex is devilish, bad, hellish. The other one is the idea that, hey, sex is the bringer of life. so the contrasting ideas, you know, the contrasting ideas. And so your mind is caught between these two contrasts and is impacted by each one of them. I've got to be more careful with my interactions here. Impact. It's impact. It's really impactful. Good. Now, let's see. The mind is caught between the two contrasts. And it's confused. It's like getting directions. You know, you go to somebody to ask for directions on where to go to a certain place. Which way do I go? You ask two people, right? One says, well, you go this way. You go clearly this way. This is the way to go, right here. And you ask another person just to make certain. And the other person says, oh, yes, that one's that way. You go this way. Now what do? You ask another person. They say, yeah, I know this place. This place is right here. Believe me, I've been there. This is the direction. Go that way. You ask another person just to make certain, absolutely certain. The other person says, oh, I know that place. I was just there yesterday. You go this way. That right here, this way you get to it. What do? You don't know which way to go. And so what happens to your physical body? It's just there, unstable, don't know where to go. And you're like, man, what the heck? You know, what do I do? You're all confused. You're very, very, very vulnerable in this state. You're at a standstill. You can't make any decisions. You can't go forward. You can't make any progress in the area of reaching your goal, whatever that place was your goal. So the same is true with living your life, having to do with sex, the subject being sex, and what it is and all that stuff, and how to get involved in it or not involved with it, including marriage and all these things, you know. What's your idea on sexual interactions and all these things? Because you get double messages, one is saying hellish, one is heavenish, one is heavenly, angelic, one is saying devilish. So because you get these double messages, you don't know what to do. You're at a standstill. You're like, what do I do? I'm perplexed about this. I don't know what is the right way. One is feeling pleasureful and so naughty, and you're like, oh man, this must be the right way. Then the other one, you know, I mean, it's just really fabulous feelings, right? And you feel, these fabulous feelings you're feeling, you know, and all these things. Oh, this is so fantastic, you know, it's unbelievable, you know. And then you go to a church or some other place, and they tell you, no, this is from the devil, some other religious organization, whatever it is. Or you meet your parents or whoever, somebody tells you this. They say, no, this is clearly devilish. This is the devil. You know, it's sinful. You die, you will go to hell and burn forever. You know, you know, some people will say that. You know, you're like, what? What the heck? What kind of a decision is that? How can I live my life? How can I go forward with this? How can I make any decision? You know, come on, this is so unfair. So you're disempowered because you don't know what to do.